Hello, good day, and welcome to Zela Business Management software. Today I'll be explaining to us and taking us through how to use customer relationship management using our contact tab on the Zela Business Management software. By customer relationship management, we mean managing our customers and every information that regarding to our customers, including customers' deposits, customer debts, keeping purchases of customers, and sending them reminders. Customer relationship management on Zilla Business Management software is a feature that has been embedded in the Contact tab. So when you click on the Contact tab here on the drop-down menu, you'll see the Contact tab consists of some sub-menus such as suppliers, customers, customer groups, and import customers. So these are the features, the sub-menus on Zilla Business Management software that allows business owners to carry out customer relationship management. So clicking right on customers will take to open up the customer sub-menu to you from where you have a list of customers that are already the business. So once the customer open, we have a page like this. On this page like this, you can see this page consists of a title that says all the customers. So right here on this page, we have a list of all the customers, existing customers that have actually patronized the business, starting from walk-in customers and customers whose details they actually taken down. So from the customers list, we have the action tab. The action, we have contact ID, business name, email, tax number, credit, pay term, opening balance, advance balance, added on, and so many other details about our customer that can be added up right here on the software. Now these are all the now moving forward, we can see we have a customer ID is COC0002, and the customer name is Mr. John James. His email has not been added up. His credit limit is no limit. His opening balance is 0 naira. His available balance is 0 naira. It was added on the particular date as this. So you can see right here. Okay, moving forward, you can also see we have tax numbers, address, mobile phone number, total sale due, total sale return, and every other custom field that can be added about a particular customer. Now going forward, you can see this is the customer details from we can see them from all customers. Then how then do we add our customers or add new customers into the system? Remember we said customer relationship management allows us to manage customers and our customer information. That means at first we must be able to know our customers, who they are, and get their information kept down. Now to add a customer, we click on the add button. The add button is actually located on the top right corner of the page, where you have a form like this appear with the dialog box. So from here we can see contact type. We are choosing this particular contact as a customer. So we can see customer. So we also have other options. A particular customer can be a supplier and a customer at the same time. So but if it's just a customer, you click on the button customers. Is it an individual or a business? This customer can be an individual customer, might be a business that actually purchase or make purchases from a particular business or your own business. So let's assume this customer is an individual. You click on individual here. Now what is the contact ID? This is going to be auto generated by the system. So customer group, if there are any existing customer group, you can add this particular customer to a customer group. Remember, we said customer groups are actually there to enable us actually differentiate one customer from the other based on some priorities that have been given to the customers. So here we have other fields that we're going to fill, like the prefix. The prefix now giving us what this customer is. We can say this customer is a man, so we call him Mr. The first name, let us assume the customer's name is Samuel. Put in Mr. Samuel. Middle name, if necessary, you can put. If not, then the last name. Let's assume the man's last name is Mr. Samuel John. We type in John, his mobile phone number is also imputed 09087654321. We have added the phone number, the email of the customer. We can decide to add the email of the customer as sam@gmail.com. Type in the email of the customer, write in the field. So that date of birth, these are not actually necessary. It only depends on you if you really want to get them filled or not. So now after this, you can see we have if you click on the more information, you can see there are more information that can be added about the particular customer. You can see tax number, opening balance, pay term. This is pay term. So the pay term actually refers to how this customer is going to be making payment. Does he make payment in days? Does he make payment in months? This is actually based on some priority depending on the customer. If the customer is a customer that is consistent and patronizes the business on a regular, pay term can actually be set. Credit limit can also be set. For credit limit, is talking about the amount of goods that can be given to this customer on credit, the worth of goods that can be given to this customer on credit. So we can assume that is credit limit. Let's assume the credit limit is no credit limit. So we can leave it empty, meaning this customer doesn't have any credit limit. Then we have other fields like the address field. You can decide to add up the address of where your customer lives. You can say Lagos. This customer lives in Lagos, Oshodi. So we type in for Lagos Ikeja. We put in Lagos Ikeja. Now the city, we can put in Lagos as a city. State, we can put in Lagos as a state. Then our country, we can put in Nigeria. If necessary to fill all this, you can fill them. Then we have zip or postal code. Now we also have the other custom field. In case you also have some other information about your customer you would like to have, you add them on the custom fields. Now we also have shipping address. Let's assume this shipping address, we can decide to put Ikeja, Lagos. So this is the shipping address. So anything this customer is a customer that requires home delivery or that requires delivery, shipping address will be kept so that anytime he makes purchases, it's automatically they can actually process a shipping because an address has been actually placed for a shipping. So we also have another button that says add contact persons. Now contact persons means people who can actually reach on behalf of the customer. So you can see we also have contact person here. So this contact person actually refers to people who can reach on behalf of the customers. So some customers, because of how important they are to your businesses, there are some particular customers that they are very valuable and they are because they patronize you on time to time. You can actually add contact persons so that anytime you fail to reach them, you can call somebody on their behalf and ask about them. You can call somebody on their behalf to pass an information. So this is what contact person actually does here. So after this, if you are finished filling up all the necessary field, you just click on the save button here. So they say the first name is required for contact person because we clicked on add contact person. So we're going to remove this. So you click on save. When we click on save, you say are you sure? We say yes. Okay. So we are saving this. Contact successfully added. Contact successfully added. So the contact that has been added has actually appeared on our contact list as the first name there, and we have actions here. You can see the first name here is Mr. Samuel John. This is the email. No credit limit. No credit limit. So opening balance, this is it. Advanced balance, this is it. It was added on the 8th on August 7, 2023. So you can see how we add contact here on our contacts. Our contacts have been added here on contact list. Then when we go also further, you can see his address is Lagos Ikeja, his mobile number is there, total sale due, the total sale return, but no purchases have been made by this customer, so you can see they are all empty. So this is how we actually add customers and keep their information on Zela Business Management software using the contact tab, or the customer submenu on the contact tab. So we can see here. Then we also have other custom fields I would like to also take us through. One of them is actions. And when you click on actions, you will look at some actions. We have some drop down menus that are actually here. You can see we have what we call pay, we have view, we have edit, we have delete, we have deactivate, we have ledger, we have sales, we have documents and notes. Now, these are all things or features that can be actually used to actually modify your customer relationship management, meaning that these features actually allow you to carry out one or two actions on a particular customer. You can actually pay. Now, when you click on pay, you can see this is going to load up something to you. So now an add amount. So now, just in case this customer is a customer and a supplier, or there are customers that you need to make payment to, you can see the customer name is appearing there, the total sale. If there's a total sale, the total paid, the details of the payments is going to be appearing. So you're going to be selecting a payment method, then you see payment method. So we can see if you're paying the customer on cash, if you're paying by card, if you're paying by check, if you're paying by bank transfer, or other means of payment will be choose here. Then paid on, the date will be automatically generated, the amount you are paying will be also automatically generated. Let's assume you are paying 20,000 to this particular customer. So we can also decide to attach a document, attach documents to the payment, maybe invoices, maybe receipts, and also we also have the ability to attach payment notes. So this is the payment note. So we can decide to add payment note on, and this note can be this is the balance of your payment or any other thing. And after you add payment, then you can decide to save. So let's try one do something here. So let's add a payment and we'll say, please sir, please sir, please is the balance of your payment. Now, most times payment to customers actually occurs when these customers are more like customers who are suppliers, because you have often very find cases where customers are being paid, or maybe it's in case of a refund. This is where this can actually be possible. Maybe a refund is taking place, or a customers are being actually suppliers who are paid. You can see we have payment added successfully. So when we come back to our customer Mr. Samuel, Mr. Samuel John, look at his details. You will see the details of the information. So this is an advanced balance. So you can see the details of the payment has been actually shown here. Now it's showing as advanced balance, meaning that we have actually paid this customer a particular amount, where he is here to buy or make any purchases, but we have paid him. So we are assuming that this particular customer is a supplier and is also a customer. So this is how one of the features or one of the actions we can perform on customers. Then we also have another action here. When we use the view button, click on view. Now the view actually gives you a full information about your customer. Now this view actually take you to a page like this, where you have and the name of your customer, his address, the mobile phone number. Then when you scroll down, you can see what we have here. Now from here you can see we have the ledger showing us a breakdown of this customer's activities. So we see, so Mr. Samuel, this is the customer's details. This is the account summary of the customer. So you can see the customer details, opening balance. The customer is here to make any purchases. Total invoice, none, because no purchases have been made. Total paid, none, but advance balance, that's the money that have been paid to the customer, is 20,000. Balance due is 0. That means the customer is not owing us. Then so we can come down to show invoice and payment between. So you can see when you from the invoices column, you can see the invoice is only showing for the payment that was made to the customer in cash, and the note for the payment. So this is how you see customer information, and it gives you a breakdown of everything that's regarding your customer. So when you click on the sales, it shows you if these customers have actually performed any sales from a particular period of time. You see the customer has not made any sales This is documents and notes. Are there any special documents or notes about this customer that has been sent, added or created? No, they are not. Are there payments that have occurred? Yeah, it gives you this particular point, gives you a breakdown of payment, and you can see the only payment that was the payment that was made by us to the customer of 20,000 naira in cash. And when we come here, we see action, we can view this payment anytime, any day. So when you view, you can see this is the invoice of the payment, which can be also be printed. Can be printed. So when you click on print, it's going to actually take you to a printer, allow you to connect to a printer to print out this invoice in case of evidence for evidence purposes. So apart from that, when we go to activity, these activities that have been performed uh, the the particular customer. So you can see on the activity note, it was only added, just showing us that this customer was added on a particular date and the person that added the particular customer. So this is what the CRM actually allows you to do. It allows you to keep a hold of your customers, to manage them, manage their information, to know the activity that they are performing, and to know how much they frequent your businesses. So on this, there's also a special button that attracts us, which is what we call the add discount. Now the add discount button allows you to actually add customers, to give a particular set of customers, some selected set of customers, some kind of discount. Now you can see when you click on add discount, it drop down a pop-up button option comes up to you like this. Now when this option comes to you, you can see we have date, we have amount, and we have note, so you can fill it. Now this date, now you can decide to choose a particular date. You can decide to give your customer a date for collecting discount. You started at time allowing discount for the customer, so let's choose today's date at the 7th. So we choose today's date. Okay, and we choose the date of today. So which amount, how much discount do we want to be given to this customer? We can decide to add 1,000 naira, and on the note we can say please say discount granted to you for patronage. So is a note we're giving on a discount, so we save this. So what it means that we're actually adding discount to only. What it means is that anytime Mr. Samuel John is making purchases, Mr. Samuel John actually have a discount amount of 1,000 naira. He has a discount amount of 1,000 naira. So you can see from the opening balance now on our ledger discount, you can see 1,000 naira already on minus. So what it means is that anytime he makes purchases, there's going to be a deduction of 1,000 naira. So this is how you add discount to special customers on your special customers of your businesses, that allows them to actually have specific discount just for them. So this is how we actually add customers on Zela Business Management software, and these customers we say they can be managed in the sense that their information can be handled, their information can be controlled, it can be viewed at any time by the business owner. So apart from adding customers individually, we also have one of the features of customer relationship management is also to actually classify customers into what we call customer groups. Now, having customer groups, before I move to customer groups, you can see the search button here. The search button is actually here to allow you search for a particular customer, just in case we have when the customers are very much and you decide and you are looking for a set of customers, you can actually search out their name to actually see the customer. So let's take a look at here. We have a customer that by name Mr. Bode Joshua. So what it means is that if I can't remember Mr. Bode Joshua, I can easily come to the search button and just type Joshua. You can see typing Joshua, giving us, it's going to give us an option of any name that actually sounds familiar. So you can see Mr. Bode Joshua is the name that's appearing here on the tab. So this is what the search button actually allows us to do. Help us to find any a particular contact, if we can remember just their name or just a prefix or a name or a letter from the name. We can actually search and the similar result will be presented to us. Now you can see. So we can also manage our customers. We can actually export the details of our customers. We can print them, we can export them to Excel, we can export them as PDF files, and we can have these files as hard copies. So this is one of the features of Zela Business Management software that is also very important to us. Uh, then also, these are filters that allows you to actually access your customers on your software. Now, these customers can be accessed, like we said, they can be accessed based on different criteria. So you can see has no sale, can access customers based on customers that has not made any purchases for 1 month, for 3 months, for 6 months, for 1 year. When you go by that criteria, some customers will appear. You can search customers based on the customer group. You can search them based on the person that created, based on the particular person on this role that created them. Was it created by the business owner themselves? Was it created by an admin of the system? Was it created by maybe a sales boy or salesperson? So this can be also searched. Customers can be searched by or filtered by actually the people that assign them. Then also by their status. Also, are they active customers? Are they inactive customers? Active customers are customers that are currently on purchase, that currently make purchase or had made purchases. Inactive customers are customers that have actually not made purchases. So you can actually search your contact, your customers based on different criteria. That is the essence of the filters here. This is just to enable that customers with different criteria can actually be grouped and searched. So moving forward, on the contact tab, we also have another submenu which we call the customer group. Now when you click on the customer group is actually there. Like I said initially, the customer group actually helps us to actually group customers based on some particular set of criteria. Now, when we click on customer group, it opens this page to us where we have the customer group name, the calculation percentage, selling price group, action. Now, what it means is that these are the fields that are available when you want to add a customer group. Then how do you add customer group? You click on the add button on the top right corner of your software. Now this add button will open up a page for you that will allow you to name a group. After naming the group, then you can add some features or some criteria, specific criteria to this group that have been that will be created. Now, so as we've clicked on the ad is loading up. The ad customer group is loading up, and immediately it loads. Okay, so we have the ad customer group pop-out page. So now, what is the customer group name we're going to be adding? So we can decide to give the customer's group name. This customer group can decide to give these are friends and relative. So let's assume you're having a customer group with name friends and relative. In case you have a business and you want to create a group for friends and relative, in the sense that you want to give a special discount to some of your friends and people that are related to you, so that anytime they come and they patronize your business, they actually get their product at a discounted price. So you can come here and select the price calculation type. Now the price calculation type is actually talking about, are you going to be doing the calculation based on a particular percentage or based on a selling price group? Now selling price group is also it's also a group that is actually added under the sales tab. This selling price group actually groups customers based on some price. Now customers can be grouped as retailers, which means these customers are retailers. So anytime they come to buy products from me, they buy it at a retail price. So they can be grouped based on that. Some customers can be grouped as second-hand sellers. That means anytime they come to buy from you, they are going to make resales. They are going to definitely make resales, or they are going to use and resell. So you can actually have a selling price group based on some different criteria of sales. So for this kind of customer group, friends and relatives, the price calculation will be on percentage. Now when price calculation is on percentage, then now the question is how many percent do you actually want? Now we can decide to remove a 1%. Can decide to make it a 1%. So we say one. So that means any customer that's going to be falling under this friend and relative customer group, any purchases they're making from your organization or from your business, there will be a 1% calculation discount for them. Now, when we save this, you can see, so you can see uh, customer group name, friends and relative, calculation percentage is 1%. And this is the action you can edit, and you can decide to delete this group. Now, this is how you create customer group. Then what is the essence of this customer group? Now, the essence is that when you go back to add your customers, to add a customer on the customer list, you can be asked to select a group for a customer. So with this now, we are going to be adding a new customer, so we can see what the effect of the changes we just made. So we'll click on add customer. So the add customer is going to take us back to our add customer menu. So we'll click here to say customer. So let's assume this customer is both customer and supplier, and this time we're going to be using a business. So do you remember the contact and the customer ID will going to be generated automatically? So customer group, you can see now on the customer group we have friends and relatives. So this customer is a friend and relative. So the business name for this customer, we're going to let us assume that the business name of the customer is Sam Hill. So let's assume that this person is his business name is Sam Hill. His mobile phone number is 08123456789. So after doing this, so okay, we can decide to add more information about the customer. Okay, let's add more information about the customer. So more information about the customer, we can leave it actually limited. Now let's add more information. Now adding more information about the customer, let's assume this opening balance of this customer, opening balance of the customer. Okay, let's assume the credit limit. We want to give this customer a credit limit, so we can offer this customer a credit, but the limit has to be 50,000. So the limit is 50,000 we can offer the customer, and his pay term is let's say months. You can pay in months. Now let's assume the opening balance of this customer is 10,000. So it's going to be his first this customer is readily, anytime you set opening balance for a customer, it actually means the customer is readily at the business and is available to make purchases at that particular time, and the purchases he wants to make is summing up to 10,000. So that means the first purchases the customer will be making is 10,000. So after adding up these few informations, let's just go down. We can leave the address and every other thing, then we just save the customer, save this customer is the contact ID is this, no name, but his business name is Sam Hale. Now we didn't add email, we didn't add some of the information. So we see this credit limit is 50,000. Unlike other customers we have here, they don't have any credit limits. So some of them have no limits at all. So that means the ones with no limit means they can actually collect more credit without any limit. But these businesses have a credit limit of 50. What it means is that they can be giving products that are more than 50,000 naira on credit. Then look at the opening balance. So opening balance is 10,000. What it means is that the first purchases that is business or customer will be making is worth 10,000. Then this is advanced balance. So we have not made any payment to the customer. The customer was added on this date and was added by admin, by the demo account admin. You can see. So under the customer, under the group, you can see group. We have the customer under a particular group of family and friends, as you can see here. Okay, yes, customer group friends and relative. Then you can see this customer is under a customer group of friends and relative. So when you go down and see total due, there's no total due, there's no say return due. So this is how it actually works. So this is how to add customers and actually add customer group and actually add customers to these groups. So moving forward also, we don't also just keep customer relationship management. They don't actually refer to only keeping of customers, but also keeping a record and track of your suppliers of your business. Now, Just like we have heard about customers, we also have suppliers. Now you can see there's something identical about the suppliers and the customers. They actually have similar fields, but and which are interchangeable, because you can have a customer who is a customer at the same time and a supplier. Just like the last customer we added that has the business name Samuel, you can see because he's a customer and a supplier at the same time. As we added the customer, it actually appeared on the customer and also on the supplier list. So whatever on the supplier list is the first supplier here. So as you can see, is the first supplier here. So and also you can see the actions here, just like the same actions we saw there. You can see actions you can edit, you can view, you can delete, you can deactivate a particular customer. And also apart from that, you can see ledger, ledger details, purchases details. Then you can see stock reports. So sales report, notes, and so these are all things we can see. Even when we click on the view customer, it takes you to this place. So if you want to see stock report of this customer, you click on stock report, you see it takes you back to this page which we visited initially. So it's stock report. You can see there is no product that have been recorded as products sold, as transferred or returned products. So you can see the transaction has been recorded on this customer, on this particular supplier. So you can actually add supplier just the same way we also add uh, and we also add customers. You can add suppliers. So adding suppliers is very simple as clicking on the add button on the top right corner. It takes you and gives you this option. The contact type is suppliers. You click on suppliers here. Is it an individual supplier? Is it a business? If it's an individual, you click individual. You contact ID, which is the number will be generated by the automatically by the system. Then you click on the prefix, the first name, the middle name, the last name. Put in every required information. Then more information can also be added, like the tax number, opening balance, pay term. Yes. So you see in the field. Then after that, you can also save. You can see we also have add contact person. You can add contact person for your suppliers, so that when you can't reach your supplier, there's somebody you can reach on their behalf. So this is how to add both customers and both suppliers on the software, Zela Business Management software. This is all what customer relationship management is all about. Like remember, we said initially that customer relationship management is a feature of a business management software, in particular Zela Business Management software, that allows you to manage your customers' deposit and debts. It allows you to keep their information and purchase history, and also to have to update your customers from time to time. So now we can see we're able to see customers deposits, how much customers have deposited. We can be able to see if customers are having due, their total due. We can also be able to keep track of their information and purchases, so that at time to time we can reach out to our customers, we can reach out to them, we can send them notes, we can send them reminders, and we can also update their records. So when you do this and when you handle your customers this way in your business, then it's eminent that your business is going to experience a business growth, because one of the most important people, one of the most important parties in business is actually the customers, and that is why every business needs a software that helps them with CRM, which is customer relationship management. And with Zilla Business Management software, you have everything integrated into one software, where you have your customer relationship management feature, you have the human resources management feature, the accounting feature, the point of sale, the invoicing, and the stock management feature, all integrated into one software. Now, lastly before I end the um, section, we're going to also be seeing import contact. Now, there's also a particular way you import contact. This is actually for existing business. Um, they already have contacts. They already have their contact list. They already have a record of their contacts, maybe on another electronic device or manually. Now, how do you import contact? Import contact actually refers to adding a whole lot of contacts in a bulk, instead of just adding the customers one after the other, adding all your customers at the bulk instead of just adding them one after the other. Now, how do you add your customers at the bulk? Now, for business that already have an existing electronic record of their customers and suppliers details. Now, when you want to transfer or you want to transit or transfer your details from an electronic record keeping system like Excel or any other electronic system into Zela Business Management software. So instead of going through the process of adding customers singly, one after the other, you're actually going to use the import contact submenu. This submenu allows you to actually download a template file. The template file gives you uh, a hint on the fields and how to fill each of the field. So this template file is actually an Excel file copy that will allow you to actually fill in your Excel file copy. After filling this Excel file copy, then you can be able to import them from your file and submit them. So we are going to be doing a brief view at that. So I click on the download template file. Now if you look at the bottom of my screen, you can see import contacts .xlx has been downloaded. So when this you download this file, you open them. When you open them, you can see I'm trying to open up this file that I downloaded. Is opening up with Excel spreadsheet. So when this file opens Excel spreadsheet, it actually takes us to a page like this. Now on this page, now on this now it takes us to an Excel spreadsheet. So now when we're on this Excel spreadsheet, you can see you'll be able to on the Excel spreadsheet you'll be able to add details based on a particular field. So after downloading the Excel spreadsheet and filling up the details, copying and pasting from your already existing electronic record, or if it's a manual record, filling in all the necessary field on the Excel spreadsheet, you just simply come to choose file. You click on choose file. Now you look for the Excel spreadsheet that has been. Now you can see on my file under the download, I have the import contact Excel. So I'll just select this. If I select this and I'll click on open, so you see import contact template is here. Once it's here, the file that you have downloaded and you have actually worked on, fill in the necessary fields, put in the contact and the suppliers, and label them appropriately. Remember, when you're labeling them, there's an instruction down here. These are the instructions you follow to label them. It gives you a hint on how to fill in the fields in the Excel field, telling you what each column is for, telling you the ones that are the fields that are optional and the fields that are actually compulsory to fill in. So you can see them here. After filling up this field, following this instruction, and you upload and import the file to the import contact file, then you just click on submit. So what will happen is that you can see you do that, you are going to be adding a whole book of contacts at once to your management software. So you see file imported successfully. So because the file we imported has no list of contacts, so there is no changes will not be made to our list. So most times when this contact are being added, you just come to customers. When these customers are being imported from Excel, you come to customers and you check the customers. You see all the necessary changes will be appearing here on your customer list, because this is the list of all your customers. Now we have show entry. This show entry here actually giving you a list of how many customers you can see on the screen at once. So because of for clarity purposes, most times you can actually set them to 25, so that after you have the first set of 25, you have a next button that will take you to the next set. But because we have less of them, so we can put set our hours to all. So but in cases where your businesses you have saved in a lot of contacts, or you import contacts from using your Excel file, you have to save them with a particular number, so that after the first view, you can click on you have the next button. You can have the next button to click on more and more views of your customer. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time. So this is how we actually navigate through Zela Business Management software, practicing customer relationship management. Like I said, Zela Business Management software is a business management solution which encompasses of not just customer relationship management. It's an integrated system that consists of customer relationship management, human relationship management, accounting, point of sale, invoicing, stock management features, all in one software. This is what your business needs, so you can give Zela Business a try today. You can log into our website at www.tryzela.com to actually get more information and get yourself registered. And as well, you can follow our YouTube page at youtube.com/youtube.com/ at try as youtube.com/ at Zela Business to see more of our videos and how to navigate through Zela Business Management software. Thank you very much. I believe you enjoyed this section, and I'll be available to take you through more section of how to navigate through Zela Business Management software.